It's because if you just say, I'm love, I am perfection, that is not powerful enough to give people erections. Okay? That is not powerful for you to become their selection. Okay? The way that you become their object of desire, ladies, gentlemen, is by self-worship. Okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really don't give a hell about being politically correct. I really don't. Where in the world has that got us? Right? And of course, what I mean is following the rules, being Mr. Nice Guy. Okay? Were we Mr. Nice Guy to the little ego when they were talking crap about us all our life? Whether we were on our way to work and we kept getting red lights and we were late and we just kept saying, I'm such a loser. I suck. I mean, I see so many people drop a freaking bag of beans and all of a sudden they're, oh, I'm a fucking dumbass, bro. Oh, shit. What the fuck is wrong with me? Dude, you just dropped a bag of beans. Relax. Breathe. You need to stop talking shit about yourself and you need to start talking praise. So instead of saying that you are love and perfection, I want you to say that Zeus worships you. I want you to say that you are so freaking powerful that the sleep paralysis demons have sleep paralysis from you. I want you to say that you are God's favorite creation and that Lucifer was kicked out of heaven because he tried to be like you. And God saw it as blasphemy. Now look, I want to preface something. When I say that you shouldn't say I'm love, I'm perfection, I'm not saying that that doesn't work. But this is coming from a manifestation coach here. You know how many clients I hear say, I feel like if I was to just tell them, just be, bro, that all the money that they pay for my consultation, they would just be like, really? Like, imagine them fucking telling their friend that they got off the call with me and I'm supposed to see myself as this helpful coach. And they're like, okay, well, what did he tell you, bro? I know you were so excited to talk to a manifestation coach. Like, ooh, did your SP start knocking on your door the instant that you got off the phone call? No, he just told me to just be. Like, look, again, your algebra teacher could tell you all you got to do is carry the 5 and then you got to carry the 6 and you got to get the Pythagorean theorem of the fuck. They could say all that bullshit, but you're not going to fucking understand it. Right? Like that movie that just came out. It's like explaining to somebody to draw a dog who's never fucking seen a dog before in their life. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. But you see what I mean? I don't believe in just fucking giving them things that are just like, okay, all right, thank you, Neil. Appreciate the advice, buddy. No, I want them to be fucking amazed. Because here's the thing. It's scientifically proven that when you can trigger an emotion and stimulate your consciousness in any way when you are trying to make something a habit, like they've said before, like when you try to chew gum, when you are trying to study for a test. If you chew gum when you finally take the test, you will be able to remember things better, right? It's all about stimulation. Why? Because you're feeling the juices of the sugary gum, and your jaw is moving and all this stuff. I'm trying to sound scientific, but it's not working. But you get the point, right? There's these little gimmicks, there's these little techniques, right? Well, when you stimulate yourself by saying something so crazy that it's borderline enough to get demonetized off of YouTube, there's a reason why my clients have been finding overnight success. And I wish I could lie to you about this. I really wish. Okay? But Stephanie, if you're in the comments, Blinky, Demario, who else? I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I feel like they're all my children from all my, wives that got separated from me. It's like, yo, there's too many. Okay? Like Adrian Broner's children, right? They will tell you, and by the way, the links are in the description, customized affirmations, sent daily. We use names of your SPs that you provide, and it's basically like affirmations of your biography. And it hits the conscience even harder when you say them, when you're using specific scenarios for your situation, right? But when you go above and beyond with your affirmations, it is the easiest technique to do in all of LOA. Because if there's a line to be crossed that you might be unwilling to cross, if you cross it because you've never entered into that environment before, it is easily something different. And I've always said this: whenever you change a mood, you change your state automatically. Why? Because when people talk about the state of the wish fulfilled, what is the opposite of the state of the wish fulfilled? The state of lack, the state of wanting, the state of not having, right? Well, when they say, dude, what does the state feel like? Oh my gosh. Are there leprechauns? Are there scary monsters? Dude, it's just a fucking mindset. Okay? It's just a change of mood. Like, when I was a kid and I used to get so excited for like the new PlayStation Portable or PS Vita or whatever, and when I actually realized I was going to get it, and for example, maybe if my mom ordered it, or I think maybe at the time that I got the PS Vita, I already had a job, and so I think I had to put that shit on layaway, right? But I remember when it was finally time for me to pick it up, nobody could fucking give me shit up. I mean, nobody could fucking bother me that day, right? I don't care how fucking cute the girl was, because I think I was in high school at that time, right? If a girl fucking rejected me, I could give two shits, right? But here's the interesting part. I actually got a lot of attention from girls when I was waiting for my PS Vita, right? I felt just a magnetism around my family, around my friends. And I noticed that I would just be smiling a lot, in a much better mood, and it just attracted people more. Like, hey, what's up with you? Why are you so happy? And you would think that they would just be looking at you weird because you have a big smile on your face, but you see, it's not like that. It's everything. There's like an energy, there's like a glow about you when you are in the state of the wish fulfilled, right? And that's why I've always said to my clients that the self-improvement gurus don't realize they're sitting on gold when they tell you to go back to your hobbies, because going back to your hobbies is not just a cop out for a coach to tell you, oh, well, just fucking go to the gym, bro. And, okay, well, sweetheart, if you like to knit, then fucking get the needle and start knitting. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, what do you like to do? What do you like to do for fun? It's like, oh my gosh, dude, it's so boring. It's like asking, well, how's the weather outside? But here's the thing. Just like people say that when you have intimacy with somebody, there's like a spiritual aspect to it. It's the same way that when you do something that you love, right? Because when people think of hobbies, they think of like, a fucking, I don't know, like watching PBS Kids, and they're like, oh, what are your favorite hobbies, kids? Do you guys like to go bowling? Do you guys like to drink lemonade? That's why I always, as a coach, I'm careful with what words I use. Like, even when I say imagination, you automatically think of Disneyland. I swear to God, you see Cinderella's dress. But if I switch it to whatever you see internally or your consciousness, guys, even doing internal math, even doing mental arithmetic is imagination, okay? All right. So what the hell was I saying? Yeah. when you do your hobbies, when you do something you love, there is a spiritual aspect. The same way that people say that there is a spiritual power behind having intimacy with somebody you love, right? You don't see fucking angel dust come out of their, ass whenever you're done climaxing. You don't see, a crazy lightning strike and you turn into Thor, God of Thunder, after you get out of the gym. But there is something that just clicks. And you know what it is? You get a new set of thoughts. That's exactly what happens when you get into a state change, right? And this is what happens when you do crazy affirmations, right? That's what I've always said. I don't want to give you techniques that you have to keep doing over and over again. I want to give you the technique that is so powerful that it lasts you a while, okay? I'm not going to give you the fucking moisturizer that lasts 2 minutes. I'm going to give you the 48 hours, okay? Okay, like you get that Dove deodorant. It's like, oh shit, you don't have to keep fucking rubbing it in like the stick one. Okay, you get the 48-hour one, okay? But by the way, I still have to put deodorant on at least twice a day. I mean, come on, guys. This is Texas heat. What do you expect, right? But you have to make your self-pedestalization affirmations as crazy as possible. Okay? Now, I know when I say that, you guys are like, dude. But you know what, dude? Okay? You tell me what gives you, just try it. Just try it. Whenever you are noticing that your SP is ignoring you, like I had an SP, I mean, you guys know the hood classic tale, okay? You know what, okay, for the people who haven't heard this story, okay, but I say it a million times, okay? Tall volleyball girl, she worked with me, call HR, okay? She thought I was a player because I dated her friend, yada, yada, yada. Never would talk to me. I stopped giving a fuck. And what did I do? I started telling myself, I am so fucking sexy. She carries 5 pairs of panties to work because she has to keep going to the bathroom to masturbate, thinking about me. Right? Within weeks, she started going after the cheeks. Okay? She started making random excuses to talk to me. Okay? When I would have my back turned, I'm talking about the fucking ball game, and she's giving me with the, hey, did you know that they have a Buc-ee's in Arkansas? I'm sorry? Look who just came out of the woodworks. And then one thing led to another, and guys, come on, stop. I do not want to get demonetized again. Okay? I know that this community needs your boy Neo. Right? This all happened, and by the way, someone's saying, dude, oh my gosh, bro, but I have to keep saying that over. I only fucking said it like 3 times max, okay? Because I hate robotic affirmations, okay? Like I always said, fuck robotic affirmations. Do erotic affirmations. Do something so crazy, I mean, shit. It's almost like your subconscious gets fucking turned on, right? And by the way, guys, if you can't handle the cuss words, if this is too triggering for you, fucking leave, okay? Because the whole idea about me broadcasting this to you in this way is that this is the way I talk. This is me being myself, okay? I'm done kissing ass, okay? And that's another thing, too, that I like about these self-pedestalizations is especially for you innocent, righteous folk, right? This really is powerful for you because, like I said, if you've never even said the word fucking cunt, or like if you've never said something so audacious like my specific person is so in love with me that they worship the toilet I shit in, right? You'd be like, oh my gosh, that is so fucked up. I would never do that. I gotta go back. I have a bedtime at 10. Well, guess what? This might actually work even more so for you because the after effect, the high of you having such a low tolerance, or what is it, high tolerance? I don't know. I haven't smoked in years. The fact that you're tolerant, whatever, right? The fact that you're a virgin of saying these types of things, it will be even stronger, right? And it will only hit the subconscious stronger, right? Because again, whenever your mind goes to places that you've never been to before, it is fresh. And what is the feeling of freshness? It's easiness. It's something new, sparkly, exciting, right? So the more you can get into that freshness, which is what you get when you say crazy things like, I am so sexy, that they have nudes in every single gym in America, and that when the health inspector sees that they don't have the nude of me in the front office, they fail the health inspection. Because the most important thing in gym is for them to understand the quality of such a body like mine. Okay? When you say, I guarantee you never even thought of something like that before. Guarantee it. 100%. So, look, guys, it's up to you. It's up to you. If you want to just be average, if you just want to do what everybody else is doing, that's fine. But don't come crying to me or to your other manifestation coach when you notice, but they blocked me. They haven't contacted me in 3 days. He's met somebody else. He's been looking at me weird. He's married. Who gives a fuck? Okay? Because I'll tell you this, like, for example, you want to think about how important and how impossible your situation is. I'm dealing with already 3 clients of mine who are dealing with an SP who is married. One of them recently got married, right? One of their SPs recently got married. And then I have 2 who are dealing with celebrity SPs. And guess what? They are actually living and breathing. They're actually surviving, right? And I guarantee you some of you guys are like, dudes, what losers. But ladies, gentlemen, the same way that you think that your situation is more doable and probable, they have the same odds as you. They do. And let's get rid of this fucking idea like, just because they're married, that's it, it's over. Guys, the divorce rate is 50%. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? I can't even tell you how many fucking married ladies tried to... You know what? Let me be careful. All right? YouTube's watching. They're listening. But guys, stop. What does the scripture say? Nothing is impossible with God. Who's God? They are or you are? That's one thing you got to ask yourself. And that's why I like self-pedestalizations too. And by the way, when you say crazy affirmations, like another one, my SP, and again, there's also the top 20 affirmation list that I can give you for free that gives you a whole 20 that you can use for free. Just comment down below and I will email them to you. Although the email can sometimes be crazy, so sometimes we'll have to figure out another way. But if you say something like, my SP is a satellite in my solar system, but I'm gravity itself, don't just leave it there. Another tip for this is to give the reason why, right? And I've heard this before from, I think, Eric from Orion Affirmations. Love those bastards. You know, we all love Eric, right? I agree that don't just say an affirmation, but give a reason why, and make the reason why based off of your deityness. Base it off of your God nature, right? Because when you stop basing it off of it's because I have money, when you stop basing it off of because of my good looks, right? Or because, she's been texting me since last fall, and I know that, people who fall in love and fall, they're they are, I know their zodiac sign matches my fucking, who gives a fuck about that shit? You make it about you being the only thing that matters in your reality. You make it into, they can't eat, sleep, or breathe apart from my existence. So if you're going to say that they worship the toilet I shit in, you're going to say it's because people worship gods. That's why. Because guess what? Your ego one of these days is going to start knocking on your door. Okay, yeah, so we have been noticing that you have been saying stuff about being, their gravity and that, even the sleep paralysis demons, poor guys. You're giving them nightmares? Explain. And you say, first of all, take off your shoes. You're stepping in holy ground, motherfucker. Okay? Watch who you're talking to. I'm God. Get the fuck off my lawn. That's how you approach it. Okay? You make the reason based off of your godlike nature, guys. All right? So again, how do you apply affirmations? I personally say do them whenever you're triggered. And you don't have to robotically affirm them. Okay? Because the beauty of my affirmations is that they usually give you a sensation so quick. And the best way to describe the feeling that they give you is you literally stop caring, right? The energy, the intensity of the pain or the suffering or the anxiety, it basically deflates. It's like a fire that you put water on and the spark's gone, right? And another thing is, don't say it in your head, mouth it to yourself. If you have to, look away so that way nobody sees you and thinks that you're a schizophrenic, right? Because you can do it in your mind, but a lot of times we're in a busy day. And I want you to be able to do this even in the chaos of a mall, even in the chaos of your job, right? So mouth it. Even if you have to fucking cover your mouth like the fucking coaches on the sidelines in an NFL game do, right? Because when you mouth it, it's kind of like when you're reading a book. It enters your subconscious quicker. Okay? Now, guys, the links are in the description. All right? Book a call with me. What the hell are you waiting for, guys? I can read souls. Okay? And I know I can read you. And another thing, guys, is join the membership channel where you get access to 2 months early access of the next videos that are coming up. And also, it's the only location where we have success stories. And also, if you're a member, you get discounts on consultations, okay? So, what are you guys waiting for? Stay tuned. I love y'all. Take care.